Hey Dave, there in the seventh when Blake Treinen came in to help out Joe Kelly and get that strikeout against Charlie Blackmon, how crucial was that just that moment in the game and how it really kind of helped decide this game towards the end?
Yeah, it was a big out right there. Joe coming in and managing some traffic, getting some big outs. I just felt right there after the story walk. I felt Blake was going to put the fire out, and we've used him in such big spots all year long. And Charlie actually put together really good at bat, and then just at the end, Blake ran a four seamer at the top of the zone, got the punch out, and then went back out there for the next inning. And so it kind of shifted the momentum. But right there, that was a big, crucial part of the game.
And what did you like from the offense tonight? What just from the quality of bats and really just the production from up and down the lineup?
You know what? Early on, I think the first four innings, it just seemed like we were just couldn't wait to get out of the at bats. And Senzatella obviously was really good too. But I thought that the situational at bats tonight were next level, and just to get them over, to get them in, and just even to win the game. That Albert, just to stay on a Chassin breaking ball and hitting up the middle to drive in a run was big. And earlier on, Max hitting the left center field double was big. So we played the game tonight, and big win for us.
Thank you, Dave.
Yeah.
Next question's from Bill Plunkett. Go ahead.
Hey, Dave, how valuable is it to have that bullet to fire in a situation like that with Albert coming off the bench?
It's huge, and I think that he's been a lefty killer. He's on the roster for that reason. But the bottom line is that when guys were in scoring position, he knows how to drive in a run, regardless of handedness. And he knew he had a plan going into that at bat. And I lost count how many ribbies he's driven in throughout his career, but there's a heartbeat component to an approach component, and that's why I trust him in virtually any spot.
He did seem to get pretty excited afterwards. Do you get the sense that he's enjoying his first pennant race in a few years?
He is. And you know what? Obviously, all players, they want more playing time, and he would love to get more at bats, and rightfully so. But I know that he loves being a Dodger. He loves his teammates, and he prepares like no other, Bill. And so when he does get those spots and he feels like he's contributing, which he always is, it just makes him feel much better. And there was I think there might have been a beer shower in there after the game for Albert, because just shows how much guys respect and adore him.
And we talked about this after Julio's last start. His fastball velocity is down a little bit more this time. Do you see the fatigue of the longest season of his life?
I mean, the numbers, it's certainly the fastball's been down. I think the last two starts, probably a mile an hour down on the average. I know that I think we're managing him pretty well as far as where he's at. I don't see the fatigue, but certainly the fastball velocity says something. But I do believe that if he needs to reach back and get more, he can. But to pitch in the big leagues, you need a little bit more than just the fastball, and Julio's shown that. So it's fastball command, it's a changeup, which I thought was really good. It's a breaking ball, which I thought was good tonight. Tonight he was victim of just some unluck, some bad luck. But I still think he's throwing the baseball extremely well.
Thank you, Dave.
Yeah.
Next question's from Rowan Cavanaugh. Go ahead.
Hey, Dave, you talked about the way, Pujols prepares. I'm just, kind of curious. Obviously, in a role this year, he's not particularly accustomed to, or he hadn't been throughout his career. Have you seen that change at all through the year? Has he just kind of adjusted this, or has he been kind of the same, since you got him in that regard?
I think it's even for him, the role each day, it's slowed down because I think he really understands his role. And even when he first came on board, he was playing more. We weren't as healthy. And so now it's a defined kind of role for him. So he's understanding the rhythm of how he gets prepared and gets ready for each at bat. So I think it's a little bit easier for him. It's still coming off the bench and taking a bat is still one of the most difficult things to do in sports.
Thank you.
Last one's from Eric Steven. Go ahead, Eric.
Dave, you've had 9 different players record a save. Does that say anything to you, or what does that mean?
It does. It speaks to a lot of good relief pitchers, a lot of unselfishness, and yeah, I mean, a good team. So I trust all those guys down there. I really do. And today, Broussard to start that inning and to hand the baseball off to Alex to get the save. I mean, it was huge, but we got a lot of good arms, and I don't know where we'd be without that bullpen.
Was Chris Taylor available tonight, or is he still dealing with anything in his neck?
Yeah, he was not available. So he's still dealing with some neck issues, so was not available tonight.
And then it's kind of a wait and see how he feels tomorrow type thing.
That's right. That's right, Eric. Absolutely.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks, sir.